Every now and then we get to hear about coma and comatose. The news like Mr. XYZ met with an accident and he is in coma right now. Mr. ABC had an collapse due to high blood pressure and went into coma. Miss PQR had a seizure and went into coma. And these types of news are pretty common these days. So what exactly is coma? Yes, different people have different perspectives, and some of these perspectives are formed based on real life experience while taking care of comatose person, and some are formed via movie and TV shows, and we can call them fictions. There are countless TV shows and movies where they depict a patient falls into coma and the weeping family members does everything to resuscitate their loved ones. Reading stories, shaking, giving the smell of their favorite food, playing their favorite music, so forth and so on. But rarely the comatose person come back to their senses. But outside all of these, do you really know what coma is? What's going on in the mind and body of a comatose person? Yes, today I'm going to introduce you to coma. Scared? No, I'm not sending you to comatose state, but want to make you a little bit more knowledgeable of this medical condition called coma. I'm Razel from Word to World, and as you must have already guessed, this time the theme is on medical field and the topic is coma. The word coma is based on a Greek word meaning state of sleep. If the brain is injured or if the blood flow to brain is cut off, your conscious action is impaired. We call it as coma. When a person is in coma, they are alive and usually breathes on their own, so that their heart keeps on running but they do not respond to any kind of stimuli. Actually, there is no study to understand what exactly is going on with a comatose person. The causes are many. Majority of comatose state result from drug poisoning. The next big percentage is from lack of oxygen, generally resulting from cardiac arrest. Rest is from trauma, excessive blood loss, malnutrition, hypothermia, abnormal glucose level, and many other biological disorders. Injury to either or both of the cerebral cortex or the reticular activating system (RAS) is sufficient to cause a person to enter coma. Diabetes can fall into coma if the blood pressure goes high or goes too low. Comas are broadly categorized into medical induced coma and natural ones, and I will be talking only about natural comas. Coma is different based on which part of the brain is starved of blood. Some make some movement while others will require the support to breathe, and these patients are put on ventilators to ease their breathing. What are the recovery chances from coma? Most of the comas last only for a few weeks, but past this period, the patient can go into vegetative state, which reduces the chances of even coming back to sense. Sometimes people who recover end up with disabilities like speech impediment, mental retardation, body movement coordination. At times, there are few cases when a comatose person has recovered and now they are different and better than their pre-coma state. Let me give you a few cases when this has occurred. Sam's miracle. He's not only recovered but worked hard to get back his early life and now motivating others. It is a miracle. Here is another wonderful recovery. Godfrey recovered after his wife started talking to him about their marriage and their date. Meaning, it is essential that we do not give up the hope of recovery of comatose, but try everything to get comatose back to life. The case of Godfrey recovery is a perfect case of a great role a family can play. Here is another case. Bobby recovered not via medicine but through prayers. Never give up. Lord the God knows how and when to help you. In the Bible, it is said, life is precious. But the million-dollar question is, can you avoid falling into coma? To a great extent, yes. Ensure that you avoid any head injuries. Use helmet. Avoid hard hitting on the head. Like hitting a ball in soccer. Do not hit the kids on the head even if they don't study. Avoid being diabetic, which is mostly a lifestyle disease. Be cautious on overuse or misuse of medication, and there are few more, but you can only do so much. There are some physical and medical conditions which are out of your control and can push you into coma. Beside these all, what does movies and TV tell us about coma? Most of the time, it is not real but fictitious. So, here's a movie named Coma, and let's quickly dive into it to understand what it tells us about coma. This is a Russian fictitious movie on coma. All the comatose have their own world, which they can develop accordingly to their skills and wishes from real world. There is no limitation on how much you can do here. In a way, this projected life in coma world is better than life in earthly world. Only challenge is reapers. If you have to come back from coma, then you have to ensure that you're not killed by reapers, which converts you into a reaper. Other side of it is, in order to come back to real life, one need to go back to coma in comatose world, and that's what's happening with Mr. Victor in this movie. Nice movie, but it's a fiction, so it's just the imagination, as no one knows what exactly is happening in the life of comatose. But more importantly, while coma is a sad thing to happen for anyone, it is more tough and challenging for family members to take care of comatose. It is tough emotionally, physically, mentally, and can drain your entire finance or medical expenses. Take care, stay healthy, and be happy. Do take all precautions not to get into comatose state until and unless you want to live that fictitious life from movie coma.